For more than 45 years, Barbara Roper has dedicated her life to serving her community, nation, and the world. From humble beginnings as a volunteer at Camp Weewa, then spearheading the development of a new YMCA in her community of Winter Garden, her servant leadership ultimately led her to become the first woman to chair the YUSA board. And throughout all her efforts, she worked tirelessly to encourage others to join the cause and set an example for many women who would follow her footsteps and become leaders within the YMCA themselves.
Well, Barbara Roper is most definitely the ultimate volunteer. I think if you could define what a volunteer in the Y should be, it's Barbara Roper. And she's left an incredible legacy for many of us to follow. She started out with very humble beginnings, that there were programs being offered out of a hotel with a swimming pool out in the West Orange community, and Barbara was there to make sure that that was happening, to getting a piece of land donated that became the West Orange YMCA that now bears the Roper name as the Roper Family YMCA.
But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to become active. I wanted to be somebody who was broke some barriers and tried some new things.
Taking the opportunities and putting her name in the hat and saying, yeah, I want to be in a leadership role here, and actually doing it, and then getting to where she's the national chairwoman, first national chairwoman of the YMCA of the USA.
Well, as part of my role as the chair of the YMCA, I had an opportunity to do international travel.
Barbara has done such work globally that the impact is even coming out even today as it was 20 and 30 years ago when she was doing those kind of activities.
And her passion over 45 years, which is an incredible accomplishment. 45 years as a volunteer for this organization is something that will be hard to duplicate for anybody. But we're blessed to have Barbara Roper as a volunteer and as a community leader in our organization.
And at that time, remember that there wasn't a lot of opportunities for women to get involved in a lot of these kind of civic organizations. And so the Y in its 70s was one of the leaders, and Barbara was the leader of all leaders of making sure that the Y had more of a diverse viewpoint on where we were headed.
But I saw the possibilities of not being mean or nasty, but I just saw the opportunity because the men were doing the things. They were in charge. And I wanted to be in there with them. That's basically what it boiled down to.
She was such a force on the board, and someone that, you know, being younger in my career at that time, someone that I could model the way she commanded sort of the attention of everyone in the room, regardless of age, gender, but had such grace at the same time. It was something that I wanted to, it was someone I wanted to be like.
Well, and Barbara Roper's, she's not going to fail. And so she's going to do whatever she needs to do to make something happen. And so through a lot of work and getting other folks involved.
And she doesn't even realize how seamlessly she does all that. And it makes us women look at her and know that we can do anything because she did it.
Is very confident in the gifts that God has given her, and she knows that she's supposed to help others.
She is truly a servant leader, and she is led with her heart. She is led with her heart because she cares about our cause. She cares about the YMCA mission. She deeply cares about the community that she lives in. And I think a testimony to that in Barbara's work is that now not only has she been involved, but her children are very active and have been involved. And now we're beginning to see a third generation with her grandchildren also being very involved.
So it was the aspect of service was always something that was ingrained in our constitution and our structure. It's not something we were told to do, but it was just part of what we did.
And it's been instilled in all four of us children, and we hope we pass that on to our children, that volunteerism, it was modeled for us.
I know him and I know his capabilities. I know Becky's involvement for years and years and years as a volunteer with the Y, and makes me very proud. I love that legacy.